blackjacks, yeah, like thousands and thousands of years ago, in this invisible planet that won't be discovered. We were there. We were given a task of descending here to come check the vibe.
Yeah,
you know,
in the physical situation.
In the physical situation, and
somebody thought it was a good idea to land in Africa.
So yeah, we didn't know what we came here to do, because you can only know once you're here, you know.
Turned out to be music.
Oh, you can have a seat. Want some coffee?
Welcome. Blackjacks.
We are the Blackjacks.
The Blackjacks, the BLK JKS. Who are you? The album, as I've said before, it's like it's an exorcism for us, you know.
Yeah, man. There's this spirit that keeps on visiting the band, man. It's like we keep on saying it, but I know when we do mention it, it comes across as a joke. So it's a story about this spirit that just won't sleep. Yeah. Trying to tell us something, but we try right down what it's trying to say, or the message it's trying to convey, but we don't really have the answers at the moment. We're just trying our utmost best to put it on paper and translate it musically.
It's been heavy on the shoulders, you know. The project, 5 years of work, no radio, no video, no anything, you know. But we felt like it had to be a raw experience. It had to be schizophrenic. It had to be subconscious. It had to be whatever it wanted to be, you know, and not put our hands into it too much, so that people, in terms of a handshake, in terms of the first album, could really like get an idea of this process and what the 5 years have been to us. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. It's like a high. You know, that's after robots. It had to be natural. You know, that's part of what the title means. You know?
Out of sight, out of mind, to be seen, to be heard, all the fire will go with. But it's a blur.
Our influences and inspirations, you know, as we'd like to see them, you know, it's tough because everybody plays such an important role, you know what I mean? So it's hard to mention like this one and that one. So I think it's more of a matter of who do you want to discuss? Fela Kuti, Salif Keita, you name it, you know. Dr. Philip Tabane, Pegim Selegu, great South African pianist, passed away. May he rest in peace.
Dollar Brand, Abdullah Ibrahim, you know.
You.
Hey, okay, me personally.
African democracy.
Yeah, that's what it is. What inspires also our music is also like life, you know what I mean? What we go through, what we see every day.
Vocal harmonies that I used to grow up around, or used to see. Old women singing folk songs with young women, men and women. So everybody would find their range, the vocal range that they were most comfortable with. So it was like, you know, being in an environment where people would just sing.
Yeah, that's just our culture.
Yeah.
Like we sing for everything.
There's an excuse for singing.
Yeah, food, before you sleep, when you wake up, and celebrations, like
Funeral.
anything, funeral. Because if you go to a funeral, you see people singing like
Crazy.
I don't know, and they're not even musically trained, but automatically they just harmonize, and they don't even know it's harmonizing.
Finding
They
the
just
range.
they just think they're singing, and it's just something that's happening, So for me, that's like
The biggest
beautiful.
influence.
Sounds.
Which we translate to our artillery, guitars, and drums.
Tsunami is like a fable, like a kiddie's tale. It's about listening to your parents and so on. But we kind of turned it around lyrically and made it more like sort of modernized and so on. And we just felt like it was important for Johannesburg and South Africa, where it is right now, Africa, and South Africa having now like the biggest economy and in Africa, and turnover and GDP and all this new money and black economic empowerment programs and like the movement, and young working professionals and the music is also like very like there's more like commercialized, and there's a kind of like a decadence and like a this turn and this need for like this opulent thing. We're not totally against it, but it's like there has to be some kind of a balance, you know what I mean? The song was just to like to strip down, and go back to like the essentials. So it's for me it's the most important part of After Robots, and kind of like signs off bottom line, like After Robots return to original self.
Wakobota motho a re Tselane ke gopela mbulele Tselane ke ga nagana gore batswadi ba ge ba moditse gore o se ka bulela motho ke napa a re Tselane ngwana ke